Let us begin by understanding what it truly means to choose. In the world of appearances, we often believe that choice is an external act, a decision made in response to the circumstances that surround us. We think we choose our careers, our partners, our homes, and our experiences based on what is available to us in the physical realm. But I tell you now with absolute certainty that this is a fallacy, a misunderstanding that has kept humanity bound to limitation and want for far too long. True choice, my dear friends, originates not from the world without, but from the world within. It is an expression of your innermost being, a reflection of your consciousness, and a manifestation of your imagination. When you truly choose something, it is because that something has already chosen you. It has already become a part of your consciousness, a living, breathing reality in the realm of your imagination. And it is from this realm, this invisible but all-powerful dimension of mind, that all things in your visible world spring forth. Consider for a moment the things in your life that you have been striving for, struggling to attain, or desperately trying to change. Perhaps it's a job that seems always out of reach, a relationship that never quite manifests, or a state of being, be it wealth, health, or happiness that appears to elude you at every turn. Now, I ask you this, are these things truly choosing you? Or are you in your limited human thinking, attempting to force them into existence through sheer will and effort? You see, my friends, when something truly chooses you, there is no struggle, there is no strain. There is only a natural, effortless unfolding of events that lead you inevitably to your desire fulfilled. It is as natural and as certain as a seed growing into a mighty oak tree. The oak does not strain to become, it simply allows the power within it to express itself fully. And so it must be with you. Your desires, your true choices are seeds planted in the fertile soil of your imagination. But for these seeds to grow and bear fruit in your physical reality, you must stop choosing what's not choosing you. You must cease the futile struggle against what is, and instead turn your attention fully and completely to what could be, to what, in truth, already is in the realm of imagination. Let me illustrate this principle with a simple example. Imagine a young man who desperately wants to be a great musician. He practices for hours each day, striving with all his might to improve his skills. He auditions for orchestras and bands, facing rejection after rejection. He tells himself and others that he has chosen music as his path. But in truth, he is choosing struggle, choosing rejection, choosing the very state of wanting to be rather than being a great musician. Now contrast this with another young man. This one, too, loves music. But instead of focusing on the lack, on the journey, on the process of becoming, he simply knows that he is a great musician. In his imagination, he sees himself performing to thunderous applause. He feels the joy of creating beautiful melodies. He experiences the satisfaction of touching people's hearts through his music. This second young man is not choosing music. Music is choosing him. It has become so much a part of his consciousness that its manifestation in the physical world is a foregone conclusion. He does not struggle. He does not strive. He simply is. And in that state of being, all that he desires naturally flows to him. This, my dear friends, is the essence of what I mean when I say stop choosing what's not choosing you. It is a call to cease the endless struggle against what is not, and to instead embrace fully what is in the reality of your imagination. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, surely we must take action in the world. Surely we must work towards our goals. And to this I say, yes, action is indeed part of the process of manifestation. But it is not action born of struggle or strain. It is inspired action, action that flows naturally from your state of being. When you truly embody the state of your wish fulfilled, when you live from the end, as I often say, the right actions will present themselves to you effortlessly. You will find yourself naturally drawn to the people, circumstances, and opportunities that align with your desire. This is the universe, oh God. If you prefer, choosing you, guiding you, shaping your path in accordance with the image you hold in your imagination. Let us delve deeper into this concept, for it is crucial to your understanding and to the transformation of your life. When you choose what's not choosing you, you are essentially saying to the universe, I do not have this thing I desire. I am separate from it, and I must struggle to attain it. And the universe, being the faithful servant that it is, responds by maintaining that very state of separation and separation. But when you choose what's choosing you, or rather, when you recognize and accept what has already chosen you in the realm of imagination, you are declaring to the universe, I am one with my desire. It is already mine. I am already the person who has, does, or is this thing I wish to experience. And the universe, again being the faithful servant, begins to rearrange itself to make your inner reality an artifact. This, my friends, is the true power of imagination. It is not mere fantasy or wishful thinking. It is the very substance of reality, the creative power of the universe itself, individualized in you. When you imagine you are not creating something new, you are selecting from the infinite possibilities that already exist in the mind of God. Consider the words of William Blake, the great poet and mystic. What is now proved was once only imagined. Everything in your world, from the chair you sit on to the most advanced technology, was once only a thought, an idea, a seed in someone's imagination. And so it is with your desires, your goals, your ideal life. They already exist in the realm of infinite possibilities. Your task is not to create them, but to select them, to tune your consciousness to their frequency, to become one with them in the depths of your being. But how, you may ask, do we accomplish this? How do we stop choosing what's not choosing us and start aligning with what is? The answer, my dear friends, lies in the power of your attention and the practice of what I call the law of assumption. Your attention is the instrument by which you tune your consciousness. Whatever you focus on, whatever you give your attention to, grows in your experience. If you constantly focus on what you lack, on the obstacles in your path, on the difficulties you face, you are choosing those very things. You are tuning your consciousness to the frequency of lack, obstacle, and difficulty. But if you direct your attention to the state of your wish fulfilled, if you dwell in the feeling of already being, doing, or having what you desire, you align yourself with that reality. You tune your consciousness to the frequency of abundance, success, and fulfillment. This is where the law of assumption comes into play. To assume means to take for granted. It means to live from the conviction that what you desire is already yours. It is not hoping, it is not wishing, it is not even believing in the conventional sense. It is knowing with every fiber of your being that you are already the person you wish to be, that you already have what you wish to possess, that you are already experiencing what you wish to experience. Let me give you a practical example of how this works. Suppose you desire financial abundance. The conventional approach would be to focus on your current lack of money, to worry about bills, to constantly think about how to make more money. This is choosing what's not choosing you. It's aligning yourself with the very state of financial struggle you wish to escape. Instead, I urge you to assume the state of financial abundance. Feel the relief, the security, the freedom that comes with having more than enough money. See yourself living in the home you desire, driving the car you love, enjoying the experiences that financial abundance allows. Feel the gratitude for this abundance as if it were already yours. Do this not once, not twice, but consistently. Make it your dwelling place. Let it be the last thing you think of as you fall asleep at night and the first thing you embrace as you wake in the morning. Live from this state and watch as the outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner conviction. This, my friends, is what it means to choose what's choosing you. It is to align yourself with the version of reality where your desires are already fulfilled. It is to step into the skin of the person you wish to be and to live from that state consistently. Now I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, this sounds like self-deception. Isn't this just pretending? And to this, I say all of life is pretending until it becomes real. The great William Shakespeare wrote, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players." You are always playing a role, always pretending to be someone. Why not consciously choose to play the role of the person you truly wish to be? Moreover, this is not deception, for in the realm of imagination, which is the true substance of reality, your desire already exists. You are simply aligning yourself with what is already true on a higher plane of existence. Remember, my dear friends, that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner world. It is a shadow cast by the light of your consciousness. Change the inner, and the outer must follow suit. This is not magic, it is not supernatural. It is the most natural thing in the world, as natural as a flower turning towards the sun. But I warn you, this practice requires persistence and patience. The world of appearances may not change overnight. Your current circumstances are the result of your past thoughts and assumptions. They have a certain momentum, a certain inertia. But as you consistently hold to your new assumption, as you faithfully choose what's choosing you, you will begin to see changes. At first, these changes may be small. Perhaps an unexpected opportunity arises, or you have a fortuitous encounter with someone who can help you on your path. These are signs that the universe is beginning to respond to your new vibration, your new state of being. Do not dismiss these signs, no matter how small they may seem. Recognize them for what they are: confirmation that your inner transformation is bearing fruit in the outer world. As you persist in your new state, as you continue to choose what's choosing you, these changes will grow more significant. You will find yourself naturally taking actions that align with your desire. Opportunities will seem to fall into your lap. People will be drawn to you, eager to assist you in ways you never imagined possible. This, my friends, is the universe conspiring in your favor. It is the natural result of aligning yourself with what truly chooses you, with what is already yours in the realm of infinite possibilities. But let me caution you, this practice requires a certain detachment from the world of appearances. You must learn to trust the invisible reality of your imagination more than the visible reality of your current circumstances. This can be challenging, especially when the evidence of your senses seems to contradict your inner knowing. In such moments, remember the words of the Apostle Paul: we walk by faith, not by sight. Your faith must be in the reality of your imagination, in the truth of your assumption. This faith is not blind belief, but a deep knowing that transcends physical evidence. Let me share with you a personal experience that illustrates this principle. Many years ago, when I first began to understand these truths, I found myself in dire financial straits. I had barely enough money to feed myself, let alone pay my rent. The logical, rational part of my mind was consumed with worry and fear. But I decided to put these principles to the test. Instead of dwelling on my lack, I began to assume the state of financial abundance. I imagined myself living in a beautiful apartment, eating at fine restaurants, buying new clothes. I felt the relief of having more than enough money. I experienced the joy of being able to help others financially. I held to this state consistently, even as my outer circumstances seemed to contradict it at every turn. And then, my friends, the most remarkable thing happened. Within a matter of weeks, I received an unexpected sum of money that not only covered my immediate needs, but allowed me to live comfortably for months. This experience taught me a profound lesson: the outer world must conform to the inner conviction. When you truly choose what's choosing you, when you align yourself fully with the state of your wish fulfilled, the universe has no choice but to reflect that state back to you. Now, I want to address a common misconception that often arises when people first encounter these ideas. Some may think that this teaching encourages passivity, that it suggests we should simply sit back and wait for our desires to manifest. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you truly choose what's choosing you, when you fully embody the state of your wish fulfilled, you will be moved to inspired action. This action will not feel like work or struggle. It will feel natural, joyful, almost effortless. You will find yourself doing things that align with your desire, not out of desperation or fear, but out of a sense of enthusiasm and inevitability. Consider the example of a great actor preparing for a role. They don't simply memorize their lines and wait for the cameras to roll. They immerse themselves in the character, thinking, feeling, and even moving as the character would. When it comes time to perform, their actions flow naturally from this assumed state of being. So it must be with you. As you assume the state of your wish fulfilled, as you choose what's choosing you, you will naturally be moved to take actions that align with that state. But these actions will not feel like a struggle against reality. They will feel like a joyful participation in the unfolding of your desire. Let us now turn our attention to another crucial aspect of this teaching: the importance of feeling. It is not enough to merely think about your desire or to visualize it in a detached manner. You must feel it. You must experience the emotion that would be yours if your desire were already fulfilled. Feeling, my dear friends, is the secret. It is the bridge between your current state and the state you wish to embody. When you can generate and sustain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you create a vibrational match with that desired state. And it is this vibrational match that draws your desire into your physical experience. Think for a moment about something you deeply desire. Now, instead of focusing on the absence of this thing in your life, imagine that you already have it. How does it feel? Do you feel joy, relief, excitement, gratitude? Whatever the feeling is, allow yourself to fully experience it. Let it permeate every cell of your body. This feeling is your point of power. It is the language that the universe understands. When you consistently generate this feeling, you are sending out a powerful signal to the universe saying, this is who I am. This is what I experience. And the universe, being the faithful mirror that it is, must reflect that signal back to you in the form of corresponding experiences. But remember, this is not about forcing yourself to feel positive emotions when you're truly feeling down. That would be just another form of resistance, another way of choosing what's not choosing you. Instead, it's about cultivating a genuine sense of having already received your desire. It's about aligning your emotional state with the reality you wish to experience. This may take practice. You may need to return to this feeling state again and again, especially when your outer circumstances seem to contradict it. But with persistence, you will find that it becomes easier and more natural to dwell in this state of fulfilled desire. Now let us address another important point. Some of you may be wondering, but what if I'm not sure what I truly desire? How can I choose what's choosing me if I don't know what that is? This is a profound question, and it brings us to a deeper understanding of the nature of desire itself. You see, your true desires, the ones that are truly choosing you, do not originate in your human mind. They are not the product of social conditioning or external expectations. They come from a much deeper place, from what I call your divine self or your God self. This divine self knows your true purpose, your highest path. It is constantly communicating with you, sending you impulses in the form of desires. But often these pure desires get clouded by the noise of the world, by our fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs. So how do you discern your true desires, the ones that are truly choosing you? The key lies in paying attention to your feelings. When you think about a particular desire, does it fill you with excitement and enthusiasm? Does it feel expansive, as if it's opening up new possibilities for you? Or does it feel constricting, as if you're trying to force yourself into a mold that doesn't fit? Your true desires, the ones that are choosing you, will always feel expansive. They will energize you, inspire you, make you feel more alive. Even if they seem challenging or even impossible from your current standpoint, they will still feel right on a deep level. On the other hand, desires that are not truly choosing you often feel heavy. They may be accompanied by a sense of should or must. They may be driven by a need to prove something to others or to live up to some external standard. I urge you, my dear friends, to pay close attention to these inner signals. They are your divine self communicating with you, guiding you towards your highest good. When you align yourself with these true desires, when you choose what's truly choosing you, you tap into a power far greater than your individual self. You become a channel for the creative power of the universe itself. Let me share with you another personal experience that illustrates this point. Many years ago, I felt a strong desire to share these teachings with the world. At first, my human mind resisted. It told me that I wasn't qualified, that no one would listen to me, that I should stick to a conventional career path. But the desire persisted. Every time I thought about sharing these ideas, I felt a sense of excitement and expansiveness. It energized me in a way that nothing else did. And so, despite my doubts and fears, I chose to align myself with this desire. I chose what was choosing me. The path wasn't always easy. There were challenges and setbacks along the way. But because I was aligned with my true desire, with what was truly choosing me, I found the strength and inspiration to persevere. And as I continued to choose this path, to live from the state of being a teacher and sharer of these truths, the outer world began to conform to this inner conviction. Opportunities to speak and teach began to arise. People were drawn to my lectures, resonating with the ideas I shared. Books flowed from my pen with an ease I had never experienced before. All of this happened not because I struggled and strained, but because I had aligned myself with what was truly choosing me. This, my dear friends, is the power that is available to each and every one of you. When you stop choosing what's not choosing you and start aligning with your true desires, with what's truly choosing you, you tap into a flow of infinite possibility. You become a co-creator with the universe itself. Now I want to address a concern that often arises when people begin to apply these principles. Some worry that by focusing on their own desires, by choosing what's choosing them, they might be acting selfishly or neglecting their responsibilities to others. But I assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. When you align yourself with your true desires, with what's truly choosing you, you are not acting from a place of selfishness. You are allowing the divine self within you to express itself fully in the world. And this divine self, being one with the source of all creation, naturally acts for the highest good of all. Think about it this way: when you are living in alignment with your true self, When you are fully expressing your unique gifts and talents, you are in the best possible position to serve others. You are operating from a place of fullness rather than lack, from joy rather than obligation. Moreover, as you begin to manifest your desires, as your life becomes a living expression of what's truly choosing you, you become an inspiration to others. You show them what's possible when one aligns with their true nature. In this way, your personal fulfillment becomes a gift to the world. Let me give you an example to illustrate this point. Imagine a talented musician who has been working in a job she doesn't enjoy because she believes it's the responsible thing to do. She's providing for her family, but she's unfulfilled and her unique gifts are going unexpressed. Now imagine that this musician decides to align herself with her true desire, with what's truly choosing her. She begins to assume the state of being a successful, fulfilled musician. She feels the joy of creating and performing music. She imagines the impact her music has on others. As she persists in this state, opportunities begin to arise. Her music career takes off. And here's the beautiful part, not only is she now more fulfilled than I, but she's also in a position to provide even better for her family. Moreover, her music is touching the lives of thousands of people, inspiring them, comforting them, bringing beauty into their lives. This is what happens when you choose what's choosing you. You not only fulfill yourself, but you also position yourself to make your greatest contribution to the world. Now, my dear friends, as we near the end of our discussion, I want to emphasize a crucial point. The practice of choosing what's choosing you, of living from the state of your wish fulfilled, is not a one-time event. It's not something you do once and then sit back and wait for results. It's a way of life, a constant practice of aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the reality you wish to experience. This requires vigilance. It requires a willingness to constantly monitor your thoughts and feelings, to catch yourself when you slip into old patterns of thinking and choosing what's not choosing you. But I assure you, the effort is worth it. For as you make this practice a habit, as it becomes your natural way of being, you will find that your life transforms in ways you may have never thought possible. You will begin to see the world differently. Where once you saw obstacles, you will now see opportunities. Where once you felt lack, you will now feel abundance. Where once you experienced struggle, you will now experience flow. This is not to say that challenges will never arise. They will. But when you're aligned with what's truly choosing you, when you're living from the state of your wish fulfilled, you will face these challenges from a place of power and possibility rather than fear and limitation. Remember, my dear friends, you are not separate from the creative power of the universe. You are that power individualized. When you truly understand and embody this truth, when you consistently choose what's choosing you, you step into your true power as a divine being having a human experience. So I urge you, starting from this very moment, to be vigilant in your thoughts and feelings. Catch yourself when you find yourself focusing on what you don't want, on what's not working, on what's not choosing you. Gently but firmly redirect your attention to what you do want, to the state you wish to embody, to what's truly choosing you. Feel the reality of your desire fulfilled. Live from that state. Let it inform your thoughts, your words, your actions. Do this consistently, persistently, and watch as your world begins to transform. And remember, this practice is not about forcing change through willpower or struggle. It's about allowing your true self to express itself fully in the world. It's about aligning yourself with the flow of life rather than struggling against it. As you leave here today, I want you to carry with you this fundamental truth. You are the operant power in your life. Your consciousness, your imagination, is the creative force through which you shape your reality. By choosing what's truly choosing you, by living from the state of your wish fulfilled, you activate this creative power in the most potent way possible. So go forth, my dear friends, and choose wisely. Choose what's choosing you. Live from the end. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and watch as the miracle of life unfolds before you in ways more wonderful than you could have ever imagined. Remember, the kingdom of heaven is within you. It is not a place you go to, but a state you choose to embody. By choosing what's choosing you, you are claiming your rightful place in this kingdom. You are stepping into your power as a divine creator. And so, my beloved friends, I leave you with this final thought. The world is waiting for you to be you, fully and completely. It is waiting for you to choose what's choosing you, to align with your true desires, to express your divine nature. When you do this, you not only transform your own life, but you contribute to the transformation of the entire world. For each time one of us aligns with our true self, with what's truly choosing us, we raise the vibration of the entire planet. We make it easier for others to do the same. In this way, by choosing what's choosing you, you become a beacon of light in the world, illuminating the path for others to follow. So go now and choose wisely. Choose what's choosing you. Live from the end. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and watch as miracles unfold in your life and in the world around you. Thank you, and may you be blessed on your journey of self-discovery and manifestation.